Hello, welcome back to From This to That. Today I have quite a different project for you, and to be honest, it's not the way I was originally going to go, but we're starting from these pots here, and we're going to make an outdoor table for our patio, porch, outdoor, backyard, whatever you want to put it. Even indoors would be fine. But I took two of the hanging planters and two of the other style that I showed you, and I just started gluing a table together. I started with this one, flipped it upside down, flipped that one upside down on top of it, put some glue on top, and you'll see. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing. So I wanted to say thank you for clicking on the video, and I want to also tell you that here in a minute I'm going to paint this structure that I'm making. And if you make it the way I show you in this video, of course you do not have to paint it, because my original idea for this was a whole different thing, and it didn't work out. And when you see it again, it's going to have this liquid nails right here all over the side. And yeah, I'm really sad that my original idea didn't work out, but that's the way it goes when you're crafting. You never know what's going to happen. But I found that weed barrier that I just showed you in my stash, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make strips, and I'm just going to wrap it around and make it like an hourglass 70s farmhouse vibing table. I don't really know how else to explain the vibe that I get from it, but all I did was lay out some strips, the length of the table, the total length, because then I was folding them in half, as you see, you know, and gluing them to the side like this. And I did both sides that way, you know, going all around just like I'm showing you. And I'll show you again, you know, how I did that. And I really wish that my original idea had worked, because oh my god, it looks so pretty in my head, but it didn't work on this. But that's the great thing about crafting, is sometimes your ideas don't work out, but then you come up with other wild and crazy ideas because that idea didn't work out. And like I said, this is what I came up with. So hey, I'm still going to do the other idea. I still plan to make it work. I am determined to make it work, and I'm pretty sure I know how. So if you stay tuned, and if you're a subscriber, I can promise you, you will see that in the next 2 to 3 videos to come. Sometime very soon you will see that. But for the top of our table, I'm going to use this pie pan that I picked up at Dollar Tree. This is a total Dollar Tree DIY, and I painted mine with the Waverly White, but that's only because I couldn't go outside to spray paint. It was raining, of course. It's always raining here nowadays. But that's going to be your top there, as you can see. Paint it whatever color you like. It don't have to be white. It can be whatever. And so for the middle, I'm going to wrap some burlap around that, of course, I got at Dollar Tree as well. And then I realized that all that ugliness was still kind of showing through from the glue. So I took another strip of that barrier, that weed barrier, and kind of covered it, and then wrapped the burlap around that, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'm trying to think of what I did from there. Oh yeah. From there, I just wrapped some twine around, and I made a burlap ribbon bow. Not burlap ribbon bow. Oh my goodness, a jute twine bow. I totally apologize for that. And I will show you the final reveal of this project at the end, after I show you our next project, which starts from this pile of supplies we got right here. So I got 2 brooms, and you don't need the broom heads, of course, you just take those off. And you need 2 packs of the smaller cooling racks, and we're going to take 3 of those and attach them on the sides to the broom, 3 down. And the 4th one we're going to do a little different. And also make sure that you are, my goodness, I'm tripping up on my words right here. I tell you what, I don't know why y'all clicked on this video, because I'm crazy. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Anyhow, subscribe if you like crazy. I don't know. But anyway, I found this, I have another project going for outdoors, and this is part of a hula hoop from that I didn't need, and it happened to fit perfectly between the 2 poles that I've made. So I made that my top. You can do anything you want at the top. You don't have to do that. That's not necessary. But here is the 4th one. Now on the 4th one, you are only going to attach it to the other cooling racks. The cooling racks, the first 3, will go on the sides of the poles. This one will only be attached to the cooling racks that you've already attached to the poles. I hope that makes sense. But then getting your bigger ones, and you can use the smaller ones here, it's just the bigger ones was all I had at this point. Attach one of those on either side, just like that. And then you're going to take that one that you only attached to the first 3 and not to the poles, and pull it down. And see my little sexy shoulder? Look at that, blocking the shot. You gotta love that. But I'll show you in a second. Hold on, hold your horses. But I'll show you that. But this part right here, you do not have to do. This is not necessary to the structure. I just thought it was pretty. So I took the wooden little things that I showed you there, and I painted them first because wood does not accept spray paint very well, and we're going to spray paint this whole thing. So just make sure you prime it with something, whatever you have. Excuse me. And then taking the flat side of the piece of wood, going down, we're going to attach that to the other side of the cooling rack with the zip ties. And now you see what I mean? That's what my shoulder was blocking. That's what I'm trying to show you. But yeah, rip it over, pull it over, and now you've got the structure here, which I painted black. Okay, from there you can take some S-hooks, hang some baskets from it, put a bucket at the bottom, or if you wanted, you could just fill up the whole cooling racks with flowers like this, as many or as little as you wanted. You could do a wreath like here, could do buckets on S-hooks or on cable ties if you wish, if you wanted them to be more permanent. Fill them with flowers, or if you were having a cookout, you could maybe fill them with forks and spoons and things like that. But for me, I took a piece of foam board, 2 pieces actually, I'm sorry, and glued them together to make it stronger because it was going outside. I wrapped it with Dollar Tree contact paper, and I put it right there on top of the, I don't know, the little wooden pieces that we made to make like a chair look. I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate mine yet, but there's the final reveal of both of our projects. Both of them together with some little plants and a little coffee. Just sitting out, chilling in the morning. But anyway, my daughter was thinking, what would it look like if it was white? So we took it and spray painted it with a little bit of white. That's what it looked like. This is my bucket that I promised you I would show you what I did with in my last video. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you'll stick around. Thank you.